You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Safan. You can find me on Twitter and Gab.ai. I want to talk to you guys about what's going on in the Democratic Party. Apparently, Rashid Tlaib, right, congresswoman from the freshman congresswoman from Michigan, right? Apparently, within the Democratic Party, they're not getting along so well. They're just eating themselves alive. Is This made news because Rashid Tlaib said because the old guard Democrat like Nancy Pelosi are not backing the Green New Deal. These leftists, these renegade leftists, they're gonna push on for it anyway, regardless whether or not Nancy Pelosi back it up or not. So they're gonna go for it, regardless of the Speaker of the House, their leader said so or not. See, this shows you what they're doing right now. This shows you that they don't even respect each other within their own party, right? See, the Democrats is in a conundrum right now. It's like the freshmen is breaking up with the new whatever, the old guards, right? And they just don't know what to do. They're just lost. They're like a chicken with their heads cut off. I just want to bring this up because it shows you that Democratic policy is so bad that not all Democrats agree with each other. See, when people do this, they're gonna drive people away. It's gonna turn people off, right? They're gonna look at themselves. They're gonna realize, what am I doing? What has gone to what has gone? What you know? What's been going on with the Democratic Party? You know, if I was a Democrat, this is so stupid. They are eating each other alive and not try to try to come together and shows a sign of solidarity, right? This happened. Another story happened with Chelsea Clinton. She got chewed at. She got grilled by a protester because of her comment about the New Zealand massacre and all that stuff. And the protesters came over and chastised her, and it made viral everywhere, right? And both of them are Democrats, right? So if they can't even trust each other, who the heck do they want to trust? They got no leadership, right? They have no leadership, no message. I said this once and I said it again. No leadership, no message, no structures or nothing. All their candidates right now, right? All of them, Beto O'Rourke, right? Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Christian Gillibrand, Klobuchar, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, all share the same common interest. They don't want to. They don't. I'm hearing this from Democrats, right? I'm hearing from Democrats like there's a new guy that came in. I think it's Mike Gravel. He ran 8 years ago, right? In the 2008, Mike Gravel. He's a senator from Alaska. He's not running for Democrat. He's not. He's running, right? He's running, but he's not actually running. A group of kids put his name into the election committee just to stir up the conversation, just to hear different opinions. Because right now, the mainstream candidate right now, they have no thing that separates them apart. They share the same kind of interest. So the reason why Mike Gravel is in there is to spark new conversation, to make themselves different from each other. The reason why they don't want to distinguish each other is because, I don't know, the Democrats have stupid logic, right? They don't want to show them fighting each other. But yet again, they're fighting each other. The Democratic Congress are fighting with each other, and then the Democratic is ass backwards, all right? It's so ass backwards because when you're in a campaign, you're supposed to dispute each other, tell them who's the better man to get the candidate. But yet again, they're not even trying to disprove each other. This presidential candidate, they all agree with each other, have the same message, same things. How are people supposed to vote when you guys share the same kind of idea? How are people supposed to figure out who's the better candidate to put up there if you guys share the same idea? I don't understand that. How are you supposed to distinguish yourself apart from the rest? Isn't to run for a presidential candidate to get the nomination is to distinguish yourself from the rest, not identify with what everybody's saying. So far, all these people, all the Democratic candidates, all supported infanticide, killing babies. They all support that. They all support the Green New Deal, which is stupid. Right? It shows the labor union even goes against it. Right? They all support turn down the wall. They all support illegal immigration. It's all the same thing. They all support. They play the victim card. All of them play the victims. All of them are playing identity politics. That's what. If you play the same cards, who's gonna win? How are you gonna stand out? The strategy right now is so totally ridiculous. They have a bad strategy. See, they basically giving the presidency back to Trump again. He's gonna win 2020, right? There's no strategy within the Democratic Party. Right, and then they're not arguing. The presidential candidate are arguing with each other, but then again, the Congress are arguing with each other. They don't like a few people in their group. All right, so now they're infighting. They're not defending, or excuse me. They're not disavowing this anti-Semitic comments. What's wrong with just disavowing? Just say you don't agree with it. That's it. Isn't that they're playing politics so stupidly, and that's the thing. That's the thing with Democrats. They love to play politics. They're inconsistent with an answer. They never give a straight answer at all. Right? They lie to you. They're masterful liars. All right? They're great at lying. Democrats are great at lying. I guess it's because they're well connected with Hollywood, and Hollywood tell them a thing or two about how to lie. All right? They're in cahoots with the Hollywood party. They're socialists, right? This is why every Democratic Party have some kind of celebrity and all that stuff. They're entrenched with each other. Hollywood and the Democratic Party are entrenched with each other, all right? This is why all these Hollywood celebrities do endorsement. You know, if you're smart, you wouldn't be persuaded by a celebrity endorsement. Think for yourself. Don't let a celebrity think for you. Why would you let a celebrity think for you? It shows you can't think for yourself. It shows you don't have a mind. Right? And that's what's wrong with society. Not society, kids these days, right? They don't know how to think for themselves. They think a celebrity endorse something, you have to go with it, all right? Just because Michael Jordan wears certain shoes, you have to buy it because Michael Jordan wears it. It's so stupid. Celebrities aren't smarter than anyone else out there, all right? They're buffoons. These celebrities are buffoons. Don't listen to them. But anyway, the Democrats are eating each other alive. They're stupid. Now they're not listening to each other right now. Rashida Tlaib said it. She's not listening. She's going forward with the Green New Deal, not knowing the detriment it will do to this country, raising taxes, making it very poor, stop cow farts. All right. They obviously they didn't read it. If they can go with this, it's gonna be worse than the Patriot Acts. All right, the Patriot Acts. That's the thing with Congressperson. They don't read their bill. They just sign it. They just go by other people's voices and just sign it and not read it. That's stupid. How you not read anything as important as a bill? I'm gonna tell them if I run for Congress, I'm telling them, give me a couple days to read this thick ass bill, because most of the bill is thick, right? They're like book size. I'm telling them I'm not going to sign it. They're going to wait on me, all right? I'm not going to sign it unless I finish reading this bill, all right? Once I finish reading it, I'll make the decision, then I'll sign it, because you should never sign anything without reading, all right? Or agree to any term or condition without reading. Sure, it takes some time, but it's worth the effort, all right? I know these days, people's time is very important, but if anything that requires your signature, you have to read it thoroughly. That's my best advice for everyone. All right? Read it thoroughly. Have a lawyer look over it or something. That's why you have them. That's why they have provided service. But these people are stupid. These Democrats, they ruin their own name. They're tainted. They are tainted. All right? If you're a Democrat, you listen to me right now, I advise you to leave the party or walk away. Do as I do. Walk away from that party. You could go for libertarian, reform, the Freedom Party or whatever, but don't go for the Democratic Party. All right? It's just so stupid. They're dumb. They're brainwashed. They lie to you. They're masterful. I said it again. I said it once and I said it again. They're masterful liars. They love to lie to you. They promise something that they can't give you. Promise things that they can't deliver at all. All these promises. If there's one thing that Democrats know what to do well is to break promises. All right? Obama broke a lot of promises. Clinton broke a lot of promises. Hell, even George Bush broke a lot of promises. All right? It seems like only Trump tried to keep his promises. So the Democratic Party, they're done. They're not even listening to each other. All right? AOC is destroying. Her approval rating went down. Nobody. There's a poll that goes around to say who's mainly to blame for the job loss in New York, in the Bronx, is AOC. She's mainly to blame, and her approval rating is going down. And I say good. I hope her approval rating is going down. AOC approval rating is going down. Rashida Tlaib's approval rating is going down. Ilhan Omar approval rating is going down. I hope these women will never get elected again. They're a one-term congressperson. They will not get elected again. After what people are seeing, I hope people are starting to wake up. Right? Start to wake up and realize the ridiculousness, the stupidity of the Democratic Party. All right? The Democrats have lost their ways. This is why they had to, Mike Gravel had to come in just to spark a conversation, just to make them talk about something else. Say something that you think you want to say. Don't be the same. I think that's what Mike Gravel tried to do. He want the Democratic candidate, the Democratic candidate to be distinguishable from everybody else, because that's what's lacking. If I was a Democrat, you know who I'd vote for? I'll probably go. If I'm crazy enough, I'm not gonna vote for no Democrat. I'll probably, to me, the person who have the most common sense right now that's running is Howard Schultz, the Starbucks CEO. All right, I'm not endorsing him. All right, I don't want him. But if it's a smart idea, if they want somebody who's not a lunatic fringe like everyone else, probably Howard Schultz the best one to bet. All right. Joe Biden's too creepy. He got too much baggage on his closet. All right. He voted for the Iraq War. He's not presidential. Joe Biden is not presidential. So I'm sorry. But if they want some kind of competition for Donald Trump, it probably would be Howard Schultz if they're smart. But I doubt they're smart at all. All right. They're stupid. Democrats, they love to play identity politics, wasting people time. Beto O'Rourke is a dork. He's too much of a dork for people to vote for. He's a dork. All right, he's a sissy. Why would you want to vote for a sissy, a scrawny guy who can't protect you? I think his wife wear the pants in his family. All right, Beto O'Rourke P sitting down. Let me say that. Beto O'Rourke P sitting down. That's how much of a sissy he is. Beto O'Rourke. Francis James O'Rourke. Let's use his real name now. Right, this beta man, this beta male. All right, they're destroying each other apart. Right, Congress is Democratic Party are done, and that's all I have to say for it. There'll be more news to come, but I'm sure it's not gonna be the last time you can hear me talk smack about them. And on that note, guys, you guys have a good day, and I'll come back with another video.